and I will answer. I will answer later. Hi.
What's up? Chilling?
Surprise.
Yeah, hanging out tonight. I don't know.
Surprise.
Just felt like it. Felt like there was a lot of stuff happening, and
Awesome job today on Outside the Box. That was awesome.
it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, and you guys really were so close, like rep for rep. It was really, really cool to yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Ken. Yep.
amazing performance today. Yeah,
It was so
it
good.
was very good.
It was cool.
You were definitely you always caught up on the burpees and then lost it, or Jeremy would catch up on the carries.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot. It was a good time.
It's a fun show.
Yeah.
What they're trying to do.
I hope I
So-
hope they keep doing it. It was really
I
cool.
think they will. So it was really, really cool to see. And
Yeah, I look, I was Slater. I was rooting for my homeboy. Like, of course, I root for Jeremy. I was rooting for you too. It was kind of one of those things where it sucks because it's like you want to. I like both of them, so you want to root for both of them, but you just
they understand. You got to pick a winner.
Yeah,
you got to
like,
pick one.
but it was really
one.
fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I hope you do it again, Slater. Like, I hope you kind of win one and then take over and then just kind of.
I think he was saying, and Slater, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were saying something about like a tag, like a team.
That would have been cool.
One, like that would be really cool. So, I don't know like the premise of what Jake and Jan are trying to do, but maybe a couple weeks of this and then they do a partner one but that'd be very interesting to see how that would work. Yeah. Having
it was
like
good.
If Slater and Jeremy were partners, they obviously don't live near each other. Like, how would that work?
That
would be cool.
And also, again, the chat is undefeated. It was it was hilarious. It was like,
I mean, he's not here yet, but I did see his new his new thirst picture for his Jeremy's.
Jeremy has a new thirst picture?
Yeah, for his logo. Or his picture on YouTube or whatever. It's him standing there with no shirt on, gray shorts, and his ass just facing.
Yeah, I love it. That's fine. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little yin and yang.
Yep.
Kind of, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was good. So fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, we all love Kill Taylor, right? But it is fun to kind of see the chat versus each other. Like, I'm excited to see, and I'll be paying attention and watching to seeing who is coming on to take on Jeremy later.
Who do you think is the surprise?
I don't know.
There's so many of you guys.
Jake and Jan know everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but it'll be fun. But I like the premise of like winner keeps going.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
sure.
That's fun. So, yeah.
Congrats to Jeremy.
Yeah, thanks Outside the Box. Thanks Slater. Thanks Jeremy. It was really cool. It was cool. It was a good time.
Yep.
We wanted, or at least I wanted to come on here and talk about the RFK thing. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about a bunch more, but I really wanted to come on and talk about that. Oh, Kenneth, what? I think Matt Burns could take Jeremy. Or is it Mason? Like, Mason's fit.
No, I think Matt Burns is fit too.
All right, let's go. That's cool.
Kenneth, does he do Sentinel training? If I'm thinking of the right guy, I think he does Sentinel training.
But yeah, I'll be looking forward. Go, and Jake and Jan said that they would release who the competitor is early, so please go onto IG and follow Outside the Box so that we can know who it is early.
Yeah.
Please. Because I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait.
Oh,
cool. SMTP days.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
fine.
that's the guy. That's
cool.
the guy I was thinking about. Yeah, he's pretty fucking fit. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, RFK. What's going on with RFK now?
Yeah, I kind of tried to defend him when he first came out about the hey Joseph, what's up? When he first came out with the whole autism thing.
Mhm.
And I was kind of like, all right, he just, I don't know. I really tried in my head to defend him. And now I'm kind of like, he keeps coming out with the shit. So, the newly appointed secretary said autism destroys children. In recent press conference, he declared 1 in 31 children under 8 are diagnosed with autism, up from 1 in 54 in 2016,
Mhm.
and 1 in 150 in 2000.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so is he trying to say that? Oh, okay. My wife has been very wary of RFK since day one years ago. Okay, I don't know. The whole red dye thing, everything. It kind of made me like, okay, he's just gonna get us on a track of like we're working out, we're doing all the things that we're supposed to be doing to be health conscious, whatever. And then he
Get
started,
all the chemicals out of
yeah,
the food, yeah.
right.
Mhm.
And okay, so he is. I think what he's trying to say is any vaccine will give your kid autism.
Yes. I think that's what the latest that I've seen, yeah.
And so I think what he's trying to do is just I don't know if he's an anti-vaxxer. I don't know if he's like I don't know enough about him to just what I've seen since he has become part of Trump's administration.
Mhm.
But in the beginning I felt like, okay, well, yeah, I probably didn't wanna do a bunch of the vaccines that I did in the first place. But for him to just come out and say that autism is like, they'll never live a good life,
Mhm.
like, that for me is hard. Or it's an attack on our kids, and so our kids won't be productive in society, like, that I don't know how to feel about that. It was
I think it's hard to hear that when you have a child with autism, but we have to remember that autism is a spectrum,
mhm,
and I have seen stories of, and there's a documentary, and I haven't figured out where it is yet, but I've seen like small clips of it, reels of it, and whatever, where it is families of severely autistic children and adults, severely autistic. There's the younger kids, and then there's the old, then obviously they grow up and, that are severely autistic. And you do hear some of the parents struggling of like, you know, I will never be able to leave my kid alone. Have to, you know, I will have to support my kid like this for the rest of his life. My kid is very behavioral. My kid is nonverbal. My child isn't toilet trained. He's unable to go to the bathroom by himself. Like all of these things and whatever. And you're hearing the very raw feeling that these parents are going through when it comes to their children. And it doesn't mean that they love their children any less. It's just their lives are difficult because of where their child lies on the spectrum. And I think I forget who said it. Um, but why is everybody upset with people wanting to ask more questions? I think that there are certain things in our lives, take autism, take other um special needs, or you can take diseases and stuff like that, and there's always that lingering question of why and where, and can we get more answers, can there be more, whatever. And I think that for some parents it's a constant search of, did I do this to my child? Is it my fault? Could
yeah.
I have prevented that? And so I think that there's both sides, because again, at
And of
first.
course, and hearing like, "Hey, if you didn't vax your kid
Mhm.
might not have autism.
Uh-huh.
Hey, if you didn't take this while you were pregnant, your kid might not have autism."
I
And
felt that.
right,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And hearing that has to be, and I'll ask you, like
Mhm.
hearing that has to be horrific for you.
Yeah, I mean, I blamed myself for Garrett having autism, and I denied it for a long time, and I think we talked about that before. I think that I didn't want to admit that he could have potentially been autistic
Yeah.
because I blamed myself. I made it about me. It was about me. It was about me. It was about me. What I didn't do for my kid, what my body, it almost felt like my body failed me again because I couldn't eat and I couldn't drink water without taking medicine to be able to keep stuff down. And of course, that could have an effect on my kid. Am I saying that it caused his autism? No. But, like, I'm putting medication into my body to try to help me be able to keep food in my body. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you feel like it's your fault, you
Yeah.
are constantly searching for answers. And so I think that the way that he says it, the way that he is very straightforward with stuff, I think some people appreciate that. And I think some people are thankful for that because they've been asking questions for so long as to, could I have not given my kid autism? Could I have stopped my child from getting severe autism? You know what I'm saying?
But that's gonna put a lot of people in a very difficult space to be able to like, cope with that.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
For sure.
Kenneth, he wants us to register all our kids as autistic. No, thanks. So register, like,
He wants to, from my understanding, kind of, and I only know a very little about this. My understanding is that he wants to, for studies, he wants to put every kid that's diagnosed autistic in
a registry.
a registry, sorry, for I think for data to prove the point as, because people, yes, the statistics that they're saying is like it was one in what 100 something, it was 150 something, and now it's one in 30 something kids are autistic or being diagnosed as autistic. But why is that? Is it because our kids are getting evaluated earlier? There's more opportunities for evaluation? Are we more aware? Are there more services? You know what I'm saying? So, like,
But then
what's the why?
we go down the road of, like, so our kid he has an IEP, and he is
Yes,
diagnosed autistic and on the spectrum, and he has
and ADHD.
ADHD.
Yep.
And so then everybody in the world wants to come and say, "Oh, could your kid just be ADHD? And is your kid ADHD because you don't do enough with him?"
Mm,
So then it's another kind of attack on the parents. Like, "Hey, do you not
yeah.
run your kid around enough? Do you not do enough with your kid that
Mhm,
he can't sit still and he's
mhm.
whatever?"
Yeah.
My thing is I look at our kid and it's not. He is severely speech delayed. He is trying his best, and the idea. Sure, are there kids out there that probably have ADHD and need to or could be like, "Hey, just run around all day and you'll be fine," or "Eat peanut butter and you'll be fine." Yeah, there's probably some of those out there.
Mhm,
But, like, our kid is not one of those kids, and a lot of these parents, that's not what they're going through right now.
mhm,
And so there's, like, this I don't know, genre of people that are like, "Hey, you just aren't doing enough with your kid." And for these parents, they're like, "No, I'm doing everything possible for my kid, and my kid's just on the spectrum.
mhm,
My kid has ADHD. Like, he
mhm.
really just can't, like, trying to focus little G is insane."
It feels like, and I don't know if you feel too, but I feel like, um, it's gotten heightened recently
Yeah, for sure.
where
"Hey, Rosie, what's up?
hey, um,
Uh, is it a blanket diagnosis?" That's what I'm talking about. Like, I think that's
But
what
what do you mean though? What do you mean
but
a
I think
blanket
I think that's what
diagnosis?
RFK is trying to say though, right? Is like, "Hey, you had the shots, you had the vaccinations, you had blah, 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 and so your kid's probably gonna be autistic." And so I think what he's trying to do is say like, "Hey, let's." And okay, the vaccine, a lot of shit for it's not even a vaccine, the COVID shot, that shit, whatever. We still don't know what that's going to do to all of us, like that took it.
Mhm. Mhm.
But like regular vaccines, the vaccines that we all took as kids, we don't know what that's causing,
Mhm.
and we don't know what new shit that they've put in those vaccines that they're trying to test on us. Like
Mhm.
it's, I mean, Kenneth, I would think you would say too, the military has tried to test everything on everybody. So it's, you don't know.
Mhm.
But I don't think that you can say like every kid that's born with autism is because he had the vaccine or because I know a bunch.
We know friends
We know
that
friends that have kids that have autism and they've never had a vaccination,
yeah.
like any vaccination.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
um, but I think that that's what RFK is doing is he's trying to make it a blanket diagnosis
Yeah.
and say like, hey,
Like, so what you're saying is that it's sounding like that he's saying there's only one way
to get
to get to
autism,
have autism.
and that's through vaccinations. And he's always
Mhm.
been very anti-vax.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I just, and I think people and parents are gonna take that because I mean, I was vaccinated as a kid. My mom got me all the shots.
Mhm.
I don't have it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I'm not diagnosed autistic or ADHD or any other thing. So
Yeah.
it's and maybe he does want it just for data collection, but at the same
Mhm.
time, like you're alienating a lot of people, bro, doing it because we're parents of autistic kids and we're just out here trying to protect our kids. And we're not sure if you're also out here trying to protect our kids.
Mhm.
So we want to know.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is always a question when it comes to what's the motive, what's the point, but I also
Yeah, my youngest didn't have any shots and is still on the spectrum. Yeah, so I guess that's why, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you are going to be annoyed that he wants data collection, and that's fair that
mhm.
you're going to be annoyed because
Mhm.
it's like, I don't need data. I know my kid didn't have any vaccinations and my kid's on the spectrum. It's not whatever the hell was in the shot.
Mhm.
And the fact that RFK is out here telling people, like, your kid's not going to be productive, your kid's not going to, like, this is not a good look at all. And it's not going to be received well.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been received well.
Well, no, because all we wanna do as parents is protect our kid, and because the spectrum is so big, you're going to have feelings from very different perspectives. You have parents of kids on the spectrum that are severely autistic that, again, are going through emotions that you and I will never have to worry about. We will never have to deal with because our son is not severely autistic.
Yeah, I mean,
But for us on the other side, you know, we have to constantly fight for him to get services that he needs in order to continue to thrive the way that he is. But now we will always face them wanting to take things away from him because he's quote unquote not autistic enough. Not He's doing well. And that for me is very it's and I'm trying to process why it's so frustrating to me when they lean in and they're like, this is a really good thing. He's doing really well. But there's something about that where it it doesn't it doesn't sit well with me because I think that it could be partially because what you're telling me is that you want to take things away from him, where I feel that he is 8 and he should have more. He should have all the things now, and then later on, as he gets older, the goal is to take some things away from him to be able to be more independent. He's a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're talking about his services.
His services and support and all this type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Garrett speaks very well, but Garrett still has a very hard time having a conversation and staying on topic and talking about things that he doesn't feel confident in talking about. He interrupts all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like
today we were throwing the football outside and he's just trying to talk to me nonstop and like tell me all these statistics that he loves to talk about and whatever. And I just kept throwing him the football and not like I would talk to him, but I would throw the football at the same time. And today is the first time that he would talk to me, throw the football back to me. I would talk to him. I would and it just, there was no stop. You know what I mean? There was no stopping conversation. We were just having a conversation, but we were also throwing the football at the same time.
Mhm.
And he didn't have to just hold it and tell me whatever he was going to tell me. He could do both at the same time.
Right.
And for me, that was like, oh shit, my kid's, he can do it.
Yes.
Hold on, Kenneth, but off topic, I do think that there are ingredients that can increase behaviors, stemming and delays, etc.
Mhm.
I do too.
Mhm.
I absolutely do. I mean, I'm all
And
about
that goes into Olivia's point, which is underneath.
Olivia, but maybe he also wants to dig deeper into those kids that weren't vaccinated with autism, like food and chemicals and chemtrails, water, etc. Yeah, and look into all that. I'm okay with that. Look into fluoride, look into red dye, look into all the crappy shit that we eat, sugars, whatever. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Do that. I think the way that he's packaging the message right now might not be well received. And for people that kind of don't talk about stuff like this, that don't talk about red dyes and exercise and working out and whatever, might not be to them. It probably just sounds like, hey, you're bad parents because you vaccinated your kids.
It could.
You know what I mean?
It could. Yeah.
And that's tough. And
Yeah, but yeah, and I think it goes back to I said this once. I said this, well, probably more than once on our show or whatever. We follow suit of the generations before us because we trust the generations before us because we trust our parents and we trust our grandparents and we trust our aunts and our uncles and our friends, families, and whatever. And you kind of do the same thing because, well, I had them.
yeah,
You had them.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? You're good. I'm good. No big deal. And you do really believe that you're doing the right thing by your kids in those moments, protecting our kids and you know, all this type of stuff. Like, so you're going to feel a lot of emotions when you feel like you did the right thing and then you have someone telling you that you're a really shitty parent because you gave your kid vaccinations. That's a very difficult, hard thing to hear. But then what's the next layer of that? Do you take what that person says and completely self-sabotage yourself for what you did?
Some people
feeling
will.
Like right.
Some people will.
Some people will. Some people will. But is that going to help your kid the way that you need to help your kid?
No, no. And I don't think so. And I don't like when I think about it, it's like, hey, yeah, we had him on the vaccination schedule that made it longer. So it
We
wasn't
chose, yeah.
Yeah, that's
He
what,
never got more than 2 shots at once.
yeah, and he never got
And they wanted to give him 6 once, and I said, "Absolutely
yeah.
not."
And we never gave him I mean, I didn't even want to take the COVID-19 shot.
I didn't either.
I didn't either.
I didn't wanna take the flu shot.
Yeah. But we definitely didn't give it to him.
No.
And didn't take him for that. And he's never had a flu shot and whatever. And
No, just one when he was very, very little.
When he was,
Mhm.
which again, and you think about that and you go back and you're like, did I fuck up? But then also too, like taking the shot, it the flu shot never worked for me. The flu shot just made me sick all the time.
I still got the flu.
So right. So I don't yeah,
Mhm.
it's so hard. And the one thing that you want to try to do is not fuck up your kid. Like that's the one thing you're trying really hard to do is not fuck up your kid. And then you have politicians running around talking about how you fucked up your kid. And it's like,
It's not just politicians, it's friends,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
family, it's communities,
doctors.
it's
It's
doctors, it's the kid in his class, it's all of that, you know what I mean? But I think if nothing else, we have to remember that we're humans and we will make mistakes. You and I are going to try our hardest
not to,
not to fuck up our kid.
but
We will.
we probably might.
We will in one way or another. He's gonna hate us for something. He's gonna be mad at us for something. I mean, I know
I just
somebody,
hope it's that normal teenage shit. Like I'm fine if it's that normal teenage
but
shit.
I know somebody that had a very hard time and felt like that her parents didn't care because her mother didn't like um anything on the refrigerator. So you know how on our refrigerator we have all of Beatty's artwork? He just kind
Yeah.
of I take some things that he brings home and put them up and it's messy and it's whatever. Her mom didn't like that. So her mom never hung up any pictures. And she created a story in her mind so big and so severe that she felt like that she was unworthy. She felt like she was over something like that. So we're going to do something. We're going to say something. We're going to tell our kid no enough for something, not give him everything that he wants. And we're still going to be the worst fucking people in the world.
Yeah.
We will always do the best that we can. Yes, exactly. We do the best that we can with the information we had at the time. And that's and I truly believe that. I truly believe that. It doesn't mean that we don't have the opportunity to grow and learn more, but
And I
we
think
do the best that we can at the time.
I think that like I have to think that about my mom. I really do. I have to think that about my mom that she did the best that she could with what information that she had in at that time in the
Mhm.
80s and the 90s. Like there wasn't a lot. And we weren't talking about all this shit that we're talking about now.
Mhm.
And I have to do that for my own kind of mental uh sanity.
Mhm.
And it just yeah, it's we're yeah. Um
I mean, we yeah, we're humans and we're going to do things that we're going to look back on and be like, "Oh shit." You know?
yeah. Hey ladies, what's up, Jeremy Eat World? Hope that picture didn't change our relationship. Nope, we love you more because of
That's
that
the
picture.
thirst picture I was
Yep.
talking about.
Oh, yes. No.
That's the thirst picture I was talking about.
Just
Yep.
made me love you more. It's fine. Um I yeah, I just you always want to do better than your parents did.
Yeah.
And not that they did poorly. Um
Eh,
ugh,
I did.
but you always
But it's also okay to say that. It's also okay to say that, like, listen, that was not as a parent now, I would never do that.
yeah.
And the problem is that when we say things like that, that everybody takes it so personal that they shut down or they constantly defend it. Meaning so for me, I'm a very emotional, loving person. I love hard, and I tell you and the baby probably a million times a day that I love you both. Like
Yeah.
I am just that person. And I am that person because I didn't get my mother is not that person. She wasn't when I was younger. So for me, I overcompensate for that because I never want you or the baby to feel like I don't love you. Not just in my words saying it, but the way that I show up for you guys. You know what I mean?
I just don't want him so I mean for me what it was my mother always chose men over me. She
Mhm.
always chose relationships over me, which is why I ended up going to live with my grandparents and whatever. And so I don't even want like him to feel like I'm choosing you over him,
Mhm.
but also you're my number one priority because I know that if our marriage is and our relationship is messed up, it's messed up for him.
Oh, for sure.
But I don't ever want him to feel like there's something that's more important than him and us, like, doing us things, like Garrett things.
Well, I think that there's a way to I think there's a way to have both because I also firmly believe that you are the most important person in my life.
Yes.
You are I always say it's me, it's myself to make sure that I am straight and I have my shit together. Because then if I'm good, then our marriage is going to be good. And if our marriage is going to be good, then you and I can truly be the best parents to our kid, then we can. Because if I'm not okay, and I don't have my shit together, then our marriage is going to be in shambles. And if our marriage is in shambles, what are we going to do? We're going to be so irritated and pissed off at each other that we're not going to have any time or energy to focus on being really good parents. We're going to be snapping at our kid, short with our kid, all these type of things because we're so fucking frustrated because you have your shit going on, I have my shit going on, and our marriage is falling apart. We don't do that. We prioritize ourselves,
Yep.
because before, and I'll speak for myself, before I put you and him above myself.
Yeah, and that's not
You two were the most important people in my life above myself. And what happened? I didn't take care of myself. I was a
yeah.
fucking mess. I couldn't regulate my emotions. I was stressed out all the time. I was anxious all the time. And it wasn't until I did all the work and you and I talked about it and you're like, please, please do for you first because you know how it could be if I took care of myself first, and you can attest to that now of how different
Yeah.
it is for everybody because I take care of myself, you and I are good, and now Beatty's not having all these emotions because I also don't feel guilty that I can look at my kid and be like, "I said no.
Yeah.
I said no," and it doesn't make me a bad mom.
No.
You know what I mean?
You have to be able
So
to say,
right.
Kenneth, my dad sorry. I don't know. Kenneth, my dad chose alcohol over my sister and I. Yeah.
My father did too.
And my mother did too. It was alcohol and men. I can remember a lot of boyfriends coming in and out of the house. Um, Probably have never talked about that and don't know how that affected me at all. But like, yeah, there's a lot of dudes in and out of the house.
Mhm.
Um, and also too, like growing up, having a parent not choose you, that's
Is devastating.
yeah. Um, Jeremy, one must fill their own cup first. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And it's even harder when some kids are not chosen by either one of their parents.
Megan, what's up, lady?
Hey.
Gotta be the best you to be the best mama. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's the truth. And that's something that we've always tried to do. And we kind of figured that out like very shortly into having him. Like it was pretty soon into having him that it was like, hey, Colleen has to be able to do Colleen things. Garrett has to be able to do Garrett things. And then we come home, do wife things and baby things.
Yeah, but for me, in the beginning, yes, but I think for me in the beginning, I can say now that those were superficial things. Superficial meaning like, um, I went and got my feet rubbed, but then I would always come home, like, as soon as I was done.
Yeah.
Or I would go shopping, but I would go shopping because I had to go shopping for something for him, and then I would stay out a little bit longer, but, like, they were superficial things. It really wasn't until the last, I don't know, what, 4 years? 3, 4 years that I really did the
Prioritize
I
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
but in a deeper way. Pause. Um, um, where I did the hard work and I really looked at myself in the mirror and I really was able to peel back those layers and release a lot of things. And you and I were talking about that the other day, because you've been doing the work lately and we've
Yeah.
been having a lot of very in-depth conversations and whatever. and you start to feel like your shoulders are relaxed and you feel like your chest is a little bit higher and you feel like you're not holding so much weight anymore. And when you start to feel that, it's intoxicating. It's like, "Oh shit. This
Yeah.
feels really fucking good."
Yeah,
And
and
so
shout out to Bernie Gannon for and walking me through
is
all
he your
the
therapist?
kind of for religion.
Your
For
unpaid
religion.
your unpaid religion or your
Yeah.
unpaid therapist.
Yeah, yeah, Bernie Gannon has really been walking me through the religion thing, and it's been really cool, and I really appreciate him for doing that for me. But yeah, it's Jeremy World, you have nothing to pour into others if you don't. Easier said than done, though. Yeah,
But I have a
and
question
it's hard to
though.
recognize that you need to do that. Just even recognizing that you need to do that is difficult.
But this whole idea of it's easier said than done. A lot I know I shared, I think it was on Sebon's that she's therapist or psychologist or something like that. Do we feel like that we're using that as an excuse to stay where we are because it's comfortable and it's
Wait, what?
so this whole idea like it's easier said than done. You know, you have nothing to pour into
Oh, the
others if you
mindset
don't.
is that
The
it's too hard
mindset is that
to.
it's too hard to find time in the day to take care of yourself.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like, and I can say this now, I couldn't have said this 4 years ago, but I can say this now. I feel like that was my train of thought that kept me in the loop for as long as it kept me in the loop. Because I would always say, "No, I need to do this first because this is more important." Even though you were telling me, even though I was screaming at myself that like, "Bro, you got to get your shit together." The baby was screaming at me that he needed me to get my shit together. But I was like, it's just easy. It's easier for me to stay in this chaos because I need you to know that I'm taking care of you and I'm taking care of this house. And I also need you and the baby to know that I'm a really good fucking mom. So I need to,
Yeah, but that's you again. Like that, I would say that that's you looking for outside validation. You know what I mean? Like you wanted validation from me, you wanted validation from him in whatever way that you thought that we were supposed to give it.
mhm,
Even though we were giving it already, we already knew you were the best wife.
mhm,
He knew you were the best mom. It's
mhm,
not like he was, you know, freaking out if you left the house.
mhm,
And so I think it was just you kind of trying to have your own validation for yourself and finding your own valid and being able to tell yourself, "Hey, I'm a good mom. I'm a good wife."
mhm,
I'm you had to tell yourself that. It
mhm,
wasn't that we weren't telling you that. It was just that you weren't telling yourself that.
mhm.
Does that make sense?
So you're
You felt you had to prove it, and you were already doing that. You just
by
had
telling myself that I needed to prove it to you guys, but in
yeah,
reality, I
you
needed to
were
prove it to
proving it to
myself.
yourself. Yeah.
That I needed to stop worrying that I wasn't going to be the mom that I wanted to be, or I wasn't gonna
You were
be
trying
the
so hard not to be your mom,
mm,
and so, like,
mhm,
you put that on us to make
mhm,
you feel like you weren't being your mom, when in
mhm,
reality, you just needed to realize that you're not your mom,
right,
because we were telling you that.
mhm,
Like,
mhm,
he was fine. I
mhm,
was fine. We were fine.
yeah,
You just had to recognize that.
yeah, yeah, I can see that. Um,
What's up? Sorry, it's hard to get started, but it gets easier in time.
yes, and but that's also what I'm saying too. So, yes to what you said, babe. Yeah,
Hold on, before you go into
okay,
this,
good.
let me just Joseph Ramirez. I wake up at 3:10 every morning to go to the gym. Yeah, to get your own shit in. Right. Um, yeah, and you should.
Yeah,
Kenneth, I
mhm,
was up till 1 last night just so me and my wife could have some alone time without our kids. Paid for it today, but it was yeah, like that's just the shit that you have to do. Like, yeah, there's no
that's a perfect example
right.
of, is it worth it?
Yeah.
And going and over to what Joseph said, is it worth it? And then going back to what Jeremy initially said, it's hard to get started. Yeah, it is. And is it worth it? if the only time that I had to work out was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and going to the gym at 5:30 and working out from 5:30 to 6:30, and that was the only window that I had, would it be hard? Yeah. Would I want to stay in bed with you longer? Yes. Would I know that it was better for me to go get my workout in? Yes. So I would have that initial battle, but again, is it worth it?
Yes.
Yes. It is worth it to do the hard thing. It is worth it to get out of your comfort zone. It is worth it to break the cycle. It's hard. It's uncomfortable, but it's worth it. And so that's why I think for me now, this whole it's easier said than done, or it's too hard. It's hard. It's really hard to get started, but it gets easier in time. It's still hard. And I still make time for it. There are some days that I'm like, "Oh, I just don't wanna go to the fucking gym. I don't
Yeah.
want to." You know what I mean? So
Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? Good to see you.
uh, you would yawn.
Jeremy, I spent too much time trying to not be my dad. Had to break. Yeah, it really is. You really don't like. I definitely. I want to be. Um, I want to be like my grandparents for my kids or for my kid. Like
Mhm.
I want to show them that. I want to show them like my grandfather always showed me how much he loved my grandmother. You know what I mean? He showed me how a household was supposed to run. He showed me how a business is supposed to run. And I want to do that for my kid.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I want to be better than my parents were.
Mhm.
So, you know,
And also too, I think that we get to if we really want to. I we get to release the pressure of being just like someone else.
yeah.
And we get to figure out what works best for us. And at the end of the day, our kid just wants to spend time with us.
Yeah.
And whatever that looks like. If it's throwing the ball outside with you or with me, being downstairs, being in the deli with you, being at the gym with me, like that boy just wants to spend time with us. He does like to try to creep in on when we go out for date night and we
Yeah.
tell him
He's like,
no,
Mom,
but
I want to go with you. I'm
right.
like, no, you can't go. Sorry. Sorry.
um, but that's like it's okay to not have the exact relationship with your kid as the one parent or grandparent or aunt that was like your idol that did it right. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because I feel like that's pressure too. Like would you agree, babe? Like do you feel
Yeah.
that that's
It's
pressure too?
yeah, it's pressure to keep your like y- I don't know, and I feel like maybe that's kind of I don't know, you guys in the comments can unfuck me if I'm wrong, but I kind of feel like when you get into that rut of trying to act like everything's okay and act like, you know, you're put that pressure on yourself to be the best parent, to be the best spouse, to be that it's not you. It's okay for you to have a hard day. It's okay for
Mhm.
you to have like kind of said a hard week. Like that's okay. You can have those. I come to you and tell you all the time like it's fucking loud right now. Like it's really loud for me.
Mhm.
I need a minute to just not have it be loud, to decompress, to
Yeah,
relax,
and what
to
she means by that is her mind doesn't shut up.
yeah, my mind never shuts up.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, I need it to be quiet. And so I had to sit for a minute. And then once I'm okay, like I'm back at it and yeah, it runs you ragged sometimes for sure.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And it's okay to say that to your spouse. Like I've said that to Colleen multiple times. Colleen's like, "Hey, I'm in a bad mood. I have no idea why I'm in a bad mood right now. I'll come back to you later and let you know why."
But we say that now.
Yeah.
But
It wasn't to
it
start with.
wasn't
Yeah.
no, it
No.
was not this way to start with, because when you would say it's too loud and you would need, like, time to go decompress or whatever, I took it personal. What the fuck do you mean it's too loud? You don't
Yeah.
it's so loud for you that you don't wanna come hang out with me? You don't wanna come sit with me? We've both been at work all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to take it personal until I got comfortable and confident that
Well, because you're women, duh. No, God, Jeremy, way to derail a conversation, bro. But you right. Shit.
Yeah. Y'all act like you're not emotional too, Jeremy. Jeremy, you have feelings too, you know.
I know.
We've heard them.
Yeah. We've seen your fucking feelings before.
I mean, are we your unpaid therapist? Like, is that you come on our show to
talk
get
about
some
your
free therapy sessions?
About your Oreo-ness, like.
But yeah, like that used to piss me off when she used to say that. When she's like, yeah. It's too loud and whatever. And then the worst ones were if it's too loud and then you get a phone call and you're fucking talking to somebody and I'm like, excuse me, you said it's too fucking loud. You don't get to talk to no goddamn buddy. You know what I mean? But now that was my insecurities of my past relationships of shit that I didn't work on.
Yeah.
Now I can say to you, listen, I know it's too loud. I'm also having a really bad day. Can we find a common ground? So maybe
the first time that you yelled at me on the fucking phone, like when you were pissed at me when we were still living long distance, and the first time that you yelled at me on the phone, and I was like, yep, I'm gonna go now. Like, you cannot yell at me.
She hung up.
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. Clack, YouTube, censor Jeremy's comment in top chat. But yeah, that's just like, we can have an argument. It's okay to have an argument, but just, you got to know how to have an argument. Yelling at me just makes me shut down.
Yeah.
Like, I was yelled at my entire childhood. And so that just makes me go back into like freeze mode, and I don't hear you.
Yep.
I'm just nodding at you to make you stop yelling at me, whatever I have to do for you to stop yelling at me.
Which completely triggered me because you were like, I'm getting off the phone. And I was so emotionally heightened at that time that from my past relationships, I'm like, oh, she's talking to somebody else. She's going to go see someone else. She's going to go fuck somebody else. And I ruined the whole thing. Like, cause that's my past relationships. So then, I mean, but you called me back in a couple minutes. So it was fine.
I did.
You did. And then I was emotionally
because again,
hysterical.
Jeremy, we're women, and that's what we do, and we can't. We can't.
A lot of fucking emotions over here. Okay?
Joseph, being passive aggressive is way more fun. Fuck no,
bro. It's not.
Oh God, that is the worst, awful shit ever. Is passive aggressive shit when you're like, hey, babe, what's wrong? I'm fine. Babe, what's wrong? Nothing. I'm fine. Babe, what's wrong? I'm fine.
Oh, when I would do that shit to you?
Oh my God. Shit fucking sucked. And even now I have problems with it. Like, I'll be like, oh, there's a weird look on your face. Babe, what's wrong? You're like, no, I'm really fine. It's taking me a long time to trust you when you say
you still don't believe me.
And even,
there are some nights and I'm like, baby,
I'm fine.
I'm really fine.
And I'm like, are you sure?
Are you like, do you want to talk about something? Or did I say something? Did I do something that makes you feel like that? Like, do you want to talk about something? Because I'm really fucking fine.
Yeah. What's up? Wait, you don't like people yelling at you, but you joined the military? Yeah. I mean, good point. But they're not
different.
They're not yelling at me for my like emotional fucking support. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to. All I have to do is follow fucking orders. I'm fine with that. Like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Sima, what's up? My grandpa yelled at my dad all the time, so he never yelled at me. He always said, never yell, improve your. Yeah, that's kind of how it's fine. I'll talk about it. I have no problem talking about anything, but just, don't call Sevon's show and start yelling the hard R, because then I'm gonna hang up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's pretty much our relationship in a nutshell. I just like to be an asshole. Yeah. Look, I've had so many.
I don't though. I don't.
Do you do the tiptoe on eggshells thing though? Because I can't do that. Like, if you're a person that I have to tiptoe around you, and I can't.
I'm uninterested.
Yeah, and I can't fuck up and make a
I've had to
mistake and then
tiptoe
say like
around so many people that I'm like you, babe. Like
I
I'm
can't.
over it. Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm not. Like I have to be able to, even as an adult, I have to be able to make mistakes, fuck up, say sorry, and then keep it moving. You just have to. I can't do the thing that I have to be perfect all the fucking time because that's exhausting.
Me too.
Yeah, my wife has that problem as well.
I have no.
Maybe it's not a problem.
I can turn down the volume, but I can't I can't turn off the subtitles. Is that what the saying?
No, the subtitles are always on for you.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fair.
I always think that I'm good at it, and she's like, "No, fix your face." She always.
I will literally elbow her and be like, "You got to fix your face right now. This is too fucking."
She'll be like, "Smile." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, Kenneth, you either get me at my worst or you don't get me at all. Like, yep.
That goes.
That's awesome.
Or brings me to this whole idea, and I'm sure we've talked about it before. This whole idea of standards when it comes to relationships or expectations when it comes to relationships. There's so many people that I've seen like on like random shows that we watch or reels or friends of ours that are in the dating world and whatever. And like there's they always say like I have high standards. I have high expectations of the person that I'm looking for and whatever. And obviously there's certain things that yes, I get, like, don't cheat on me, don't put your hands on me, be an adult.
That for me is the bare fucking minimum.
Right.
So,
but my thing is that this idea that you're going to find the perfect person that's going to meet all of those expectations. Because I always say, if you had an expectation list when we first met, I probably would not have been up to those expectations that you have.
Yeah.
But because I was a fucking mess when we first met.
But that's why I think it's fair to say you want to grow with somebody.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
Maybe we'll make this work. It's not one of the hold on.
Is it Jeremy? Jeremy, you calling for emotional support?
Oh shoot. Hold on. Don't go. Don't go. Something.
Is it Jeremy?
No, okay. I said no, I don't know who it is. But... Okay, caller. You there? What's up? Caller. You're live. I can hear you. What's up?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Hey, I absolutely love you guys, and yes, you absolutely are part of my therapy.
Oh, it is Jeremy. Okay.
I knew he was calling for emotional support. What's wrong, Jeremy?
What's the matter, baby?
Tell us.
Absolutely. So check this. I was just talking to this guy friend of mine, right? He's recently divorced. I'm divorced. It's a wild scene out here as a single person. It's just crazy. And anyways, I'm like, dude, why don't we just start like you remember the movie Chuck and Larry?
Yes.
I not pronounced it Chuck and Larry.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't we just do that? We're both kind of running into these crazy situations and just, why don't we just team up? It doesn't have to be gay. We just team up. Our finances are together. We move in together. Like, I'm real fucking close to it because I actually, after 2.5 years of this game, that's what I'll call it, the dating world. It's a game, right?
Yeah.
After about 2.5 years of this, I finally met somebody that I was like, oh, this is cool. This is going somewhere. There's a little bit of distance, like 45 minutes to an hour. She lives away, but she owns a CrossFit gym. She's fit. She's been through, divorce. She's really cool though. She's got all these intangibles, right? Checks a lot of boxes. We hang out a couple weeks ago. We were due to hang out today. She texts me. She says, "Hey, I haven't been having a good week, and I don't feel the best today. Can we reschedule?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, to me, if you had told me that on like Tuesday or even yesterday, like, yo, I'm not feeling the best, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right, I get it. But it's already like with her kid's schedule, my kid's schedule, it's already tough to hang out. So to reschedule is going to be like a whole bunch of shifting things around. And I'm like, dude, that's a big red flag. If the second time, and I'm telling you, this is somebody who like reached out to me on Easter. She's like, hey, I've been thinking about you. We should hang out.
Shut up.
Blah, blah,
The
blah.
second, no, shut up. No, the second, no. Shut up. The second fucking time she reaches out, she's got kids. She has
kids.
She has a fucking CrossFit gym. You have a fucking job. Like shit happens. Yeah. Kenneth, victim. Fucking victim. You're fine, bro. You're fine.
Oh,
Take the time.
This is not what I paid for.
No, this is hard love, bro. This is hard love right now. This is because I love you. Yeah, Olivia, pussy.
You are creating
a
situation before you have all the facts because of your past relationships. You are trying to find a reason for this to fail. I'm not saying that this isn't something to like think about and whatever, but you are creating something so that you can say, oh shit, I tried and it didn't work.
It's
Don't
working.
do that to yourself. You deserve to have fun. She's got kids. You have kids.
Yeah.
She has a business. You have a job.
You're fucking on the same page,
you
bro.
You live an hour away from each other. And like, this is a perfect example. I want to go do Murph with Jet's gym. Jet is an hour and change away.
Get ready, Jeremy. Go lay on that couch real quick.
That hour is out of my way.
I am already.
You know? So an hour away is different than living 20 minutes down the street or 5 minutes down the street. And you both have kids. And so what are you saying that if the roles were reversed and you guys had a date and something came up with your kids, you wouldn't cancel with her and be like, my bad, like my kids come first?
Boom, get him, Colleen.
And
boom.
That's good.
And expect the same response of like, well, it's looking like things are getting a little shady. I'm just going to step back.
No, that's a good question because and I was just talking to my buddy about this, if it was kids, the something with a business, whatever, that family member, whatever, I get that. I'm all right, cool. But to tell me today, the day I'm supposed to come see you, that you're just not feeling the best, that's where I'm like, really? Like, I've had how do you even measure what a rough week is? I think everybody can say, it's been a pretty rough week, because I'm busy, my kids are sick, whatever, But like, that's where I'm a little hung up on, like, you don't have to go take care of your kids. Your business is fine. No one's sick, nothing like that.
Do you know that?
You're just not feeling it.
Do you know that? Do you know all of that for sure?
Yeah, because I spotted him. I'm just kidding. No, I don't.
I was about to say, don't be a creeper.
Yeah, don't.
I'm outside the house right now.
Oh my God. If you haven't seen the show You on Netflix, go watch that.
Jeremy, don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
And if you watch that show, you'll understand what we're saying. Don't be that guy. All I'm saying is that it's possible to have a really shitty day and just be like, I just don't have it in me today.
And
you know what I mean?
A really shitty day could just be like, I've heard too many people talk today and I just don't want to talk right now. So like, Kenneth, yes.
Don't be Joe.
Yes. Fire.
Don't be what?
It's the name of the guy in the show.
Yeah.
He's just saying that.
Go watch You on Netflix and you'll understand.
But to be in love. Shit.
Really? Can it be a lot? Listen, we might have to talk about that later.
He's got to be fucking joking.
Olivia has a hold
one
on.
of my favorite lines.
Hold on, Olivia has a very important question. Jeremy, did you have expectations on having sex with her tonight? Because if
sexy
that
time
is the case, sexy time, sex, same thing. If that's the case,
no.
then maybe she was thinking about it too, and she's like, "Oh shit, I just don't feel good." For
Yeah,
this.
like I don't feel like shaving everything tonight. I don't feel like
sexy today.
Yeah,
Feelings, emotions, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm bloated. Anything that we go through.
Women, I get it.
Women,
you women, you're wild. No, that actually, I had zero expectations of that. I never really have that expectation. I'm not going into it thinking, boy, if I don't bang her, no, like, if anything, she had that expectation based on pictures and things she sent me. It seems like she wants to cross that bridge, which I'm not going to say no to, but no, there was not that expectation at all. But I was going to say, one of my favorite, I think it's 40-year-old version. Yeah, it is 40-year-old version. Steve Carell, all the guys are sitting around in the doctor's office or whatever, and the black dude who was also a cop in Reno 911, he says to Steve Carell's character, said, "You're putting the pussy on a pedestal." And that is obviously, that was a literal thing. He's putting the pussy on a pedestal. But I think that is a good metaphor for life. We can put the pussy, whatever the pussy stands for, we can put it on a pedestal and then we just go crazy. I'm trying not to do that.
Okay, hold on.
I'm just tripping a little bit because I'm having a bad day. I had a bad week.
Listen,
how do you measure that?
Listen,
what you say the next time you're not going to have a bad day, you know?
Listen, you know how you put the pussy on a pedestal? We also have to make that pedestal that pristine. Like, do you know how much work that we have to do to make it so that you put it on a pedestal? There is so much work involved. It's not just the pussy. Like, it's the underarms, it's the legs, it's the like,
emotional.
Do we have water weight happening? Do we like what? It's not. Do we have an eyebrow out of place, or like?
I mean, she's speaking straight facts right
dude,
now. I mean,
it is a lot.
So maybe women are putting the pussy on a pedestal.
We do, because we know what it can get. I
don't care if your legs are a little hairy. I don't care.
Yeah,
it's all good.
But we're not sure about that.
But women,
don't trust you.
Don't realize
we don't
that
trust you.
Women don't realize that men or partners don't give a shit about hairy legs until you're in a relationship.
Okay, yeah. All right. Hold on. Here, Joseph Ramirez. We're dudes.
That's true.
Joseph Ramirez, we're dudes. It really doesn't take much. We
don't
get that, but we don't believe you. Yeah. We don't believe you when you say it, because you'll only come talk to us when we're pussy on the pedestal. Like, that's the only time you'll come talk to us. So we have to do that in order to get you, and so now we think we have to do it in order to keep you, and we don't trust you. Sorry. Love you. I love you, Joseph. I love you, Jeremy. But that's just that. Okay.
Did therapy help?
Did therapy?
So that helps so much.
You better call this girl, and you better call this girl again, and I hope you feel great. Can I bring you a heating pad? Can I bring you fucking soup? Like, you better, like, all that shit.
I already sent her a dick pic. Is that okay?
Yes, fire. As long as you're manscaped, fire. That's fucking fire.
That you guys got of me. I sent her that pic you got of me.
Dude, bro, I will owe it. Like, the internet never loses. It was amazing.
And I don't understand why Jan,
Chris Biesterfield, podium pussy. Yeah, that's right. That we all strive for that.
I don't understand why Jan, Jake, and my wife feel the need to share everything that they share with each other with me now, since I've been part of this fucking DM group. She's like, "Did you see this?" And I was like, "Did I see what? Whoa, no, I did not see that." And so now I've seen more of you than I thought I ever would, Jeremy.
Shit. In this WhatsApp chat, and I send, like, we just joke, send pictures, bullshit, you know. I send this picture, and next thing I know, Garrett's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I go into the chat. I'm like, "I guess whatever's said in here doesn't stay in here." And Jake immediately is like, "Oh, I said that to everybody."
See, like, you can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody.
Fucking fire, bro.
Anyways, thank you for the therapy session. Send my bill to Jake.
Okay.
Okay, got
I
it.
will.
Bye, Jerem. Love you. Bye.
Love you, lady.
Love you later, dude. Oh my God.
I vote for Jeremy to lose his man card for a minimum of 3 days as punishment for this call. I think we all need to charge him for that session. We will be accepting donations for said session.
That was
anytime.
great. that was amazing. Oh, that reminds me of his very ever first phone call into Sevon's podcast where he was talking about the liberal girlfriend. That was fire.
That was good.
ACR, what's up?
It's definitely
It's good
you,
to see
Jeremy. It's a you thing.
Oh shit.
Oh man, that was fun.
All right, what else we got? Now that,
but yeah, I mean, to Kenda's point, like his honesty always, is awesome. But again, it absolutely goes to that expectation of what we were talking about before he called, where it's like, what is the expectation? We don't talk about my lib girlfriend anymore. Okay, sorry. What's the expectation? You know what I mean? Like, and what the beginning parts of relationships is the fun, is the lust, is the, party, it's all that type of stuff. But then when the real relationship starts, is that expectation the same? You know what I mean? Or does it change?
Yeah, I mean, that ties right back into the show that we were talking about on Netflix.
If you haven't seen it, it's so good.
It's so good. Like,
I don't know. I started the 4th season and I'm not that big into the 4th season as the first 3, but I have
I'm in to the 5th one and it's amazing.
The 5th one got better. Okay.
But it's like
season 4 was a little
He just
I haven't started. I have to start season 4. Finish season 3.
He's chasing the initial feeling of being with the person, which is that like
don't give too much away.
I only made it 3. Oh, Kenneth, you gotta keep going, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Season 4 was tough.
You gotta keep going. Yeah.
So I have to watch season 4 and then season 5.
Halfway through season 5. Don't tell me, Megan, please.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's that feeling of chasing the high of when you first meet someone and you're absolutely the only thing that you are is physically attracted to them, and all you want to do is like it just ties into that. And then when that goes away, what's left? And you have to work on that. Like, are you friends? Do you actually like each other?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are you willing to put up with, Jeremy, the bad days?
Yeah.
And the hard days.
And like Kenneth said, to love the best and the worst of somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst of the character in this show.
As a little
no,
worse.
But like that's the premise of it. You saw it too, Jan? Oh, we're gonna have. Hey, Jan, are you coming on tomorrow or Saturday?
Saturday.
What are you doing? I know you're celebrating your like 15th anniversary of meeting your wife. I get that. So just bang her in the morning and then come on the show in the afternoon.
You better
no, I'm just
not.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Whatever she wants to do, you better do. No, I'm just messing with you. I know how that goes.
Yes, you do.
But
important dates. We were talking about that. Important dates. His partnership.
It is, yeah, his partnership.
That's awesome. Congrats on that.
No, I thought he was talking about you. Because they had a thing. There was like never mind. You probably didn't see that. Yeah, get some sushi, Jan. Get that sushi. Oh, partnership. We're not married. Oh shit, you're not married?
We knew that.
Did we?
We did know that.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I don't pay attention. I'm the butch in this relationship. I listen.
So what she's telling you, Jan, is she doesn't.
It's all I eat. Yes, my boy. Yes.
What she's saying, Jan, is that she doesn't listen to you when you speak.
That's unfair. I do. I do.
But yeah, I mean.
So yeah, good. That was a good show. We're into that. Oh, how's G's baseball? He's doing great. He's absolutely thriving in his baseball season.
Loves it.
It's cool.
A lot of rain though.
Yeah, he's had a lot of rain outs.
To like reschedule and stuff like that. But he is all about it. In it, is doing great.
And then there's in autism, like there's this group that does surfing for only kids, like autistic kids on the spectrum, special needs, whatever. So he's going to do that right after the school year ends. He's going to be into a lot of stuff. He loves it. He loves trying anything, and he's having a great time. But
Yeah.
right now he's focused on the Subway Series, Mets Yankees coming up.
Yes.
So he's
And also the schedule for the football season that starts in September, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did anybody see the fucking Liver King video? I know Hiller just put that out, but the actual show on Netflix that was out for Liver King.
When he
They did that. They did him dirty. I don't know if he thought that he was gonna come out smelling like roses after that episode, but the end of that was
when he just picks up a raw liver and tears into it.
Oh, you watched him? Oh, yeah. That was
and when he lifts up, and it was like every other scene, there was testicles.
That was the first time Colleen ever saw a man eat balls. Yeah.
Constantly eats them raw. 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 Fucking raw.
She was
and he
not
has
happy.
a chef that cuts them into small little pieces and puts them in these little mason jars. and he eats them like snacks. Like he's got a fucking bowl of, I don't know,
God.
chips or something, and he just is eating them. Like, I don't understand. And I woke up to this shit this morning. She was watching that shit this morning.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't understand. Okay, hello, baby. This is not what we need to talk about with you.
You want to say hi? Say hi.
Hi, Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
What are you doing right now? Are you catching up on? Hey, are you catching up on football? What the schedule is for football?
Yes.
What's the Giants' first game?
The Giants' first game is against the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, and those first 3 weeks are going to be tough, right? It's the Commanders, the Cowboys, and the Chiefs, right? That's going to be a tough 3 weeks.
Oh.
Did you eat all your food?
I definitely.
Oh, you
Oh,
definitely,
good job.
You definitely finished all of your food? Okay.
Oh, wait, come here.
Did you want a snack?
Do you want to tell them how did your baseball game go?
My baseball game was great.
Did you hit the ball?
I hit the ball.
That's right.
And ran the bases?
I ran the bases.
And did you make a throw out at first? Did you force out at first? You did, right?
Couple
That
of
was
them.
good. High five.
Yeah, but when I was out, I just this, and then I just.
Oh, we're gonna get a performance
I
now.
know, you
It's
did
all
keep
good.
going. Did you come in here because you wanted to ask for something?
What do you want?
What do you want? A snack? You ate all of your carrots and all of your apples? You did. Okay, did you do your chore though? What's your chore when you're done eating?
Kenneth, he really does love it. He loves it so much, and he really works hard at it. We go outside a lot
Washing your dish, yes.
and practice.
Okay, go wash your dish.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he's been that and football. He wants to throw footballs all the time. So yeah, he's doing great. It's pretty cool. It's very fun. I love watching them do it. I didn't realize how much I love watching little kids play sports. It's hilarious.
Did you tell them that you
It's
ended
so
up on
funny.
the field?
Oh my God. Yeah. The second game, they were short on like parents that were willing to help like field ground balls and catch, because they don't have a catcher. The little kids don't have a catcher. So I was back there catching for the parent that was throwing. And yeah, it was cool. It kind of warmed my heart and made my day. And I forgot how much I love doing this. So like he and I are out there all the time. It's a good time.
I knew you would be.
Yeah.
I knew you would.
No new baseball cards, Megan, because holy crap, this kid he needs a break.
He has a full card guard.
Yeah.
I think I got him one that had like 900 slots for the cards, and they're pretty much full already.
So
yep, no new card guards. ACR, what you got? Oh, that's for Chris. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Never mind.
The only other thing is, do you want to tell them about the story about the poor dude that is an old man
This
like
morning?
a grandpa old
Yeah.
man that was outside of our apartment
Wandering
in
around.
our parking lot.
Yep.
Wandering around, not knowing where he was, or he thought one of the girls who works for us, her car was in the park. Was his car.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really fucking, like, my uncle had to call the cops to come help him, and fortunately it worked out fine. Like, they found his family.
Yeah, like he went right up, like he walked right up to the cop car, because I was bringing the dog out, and we're starting to let our puppy off leash to go to the bathroom. So when I take her out in the morning, I don't put her on a leash, but I started to walk down the stairs and I met her uncle at the bottom, and I heard him talking on the phone. And then as he was telling the story on the phone, I saw the gentleman walk around, started walking around the building. And so of course I went and got her leash and stuff like that. And I just went outside, and where I normally take her, that's kind of where he was walking. So I went the other way. But delivery guys were out there too, and they were talking to him. Hey, how can we help you? What are you looking for? I need my car. Well, what kind of car do you have? Well, I have this card. Well, no. Those cars belong to the people inside. Like, do you have family? No, I don't have anybody. Do you have friends? No, I don't have anybody. And so like we just were kept talking, and they kept him calm, which was great. And then when the cop came, he walked right up to the cop car and started having a conversation. And when the cop got out, he started talking to him, but then he kind of started to walk away a little bit, but then kind of walked back. And so, and then by the time I got upstairs, I looked out the window and he was getting into the car, no force, just on his own, getting into the car. And then you said your uncle was able to get more information that they did find his family.
Yeah, he was able to get help. That was crazy. That's scary to me so much. Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about this. Sorry, Kenneth. Yo, say anything you want about Liver King, but dude, help my family out with some advice and would give supplements for free. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that the Liver, I don't know. I don't know if it was supposed to go the way the documentary went. But I don't know. The ending of it made me feel like they weren't really out to try to help the Liver King.
We're gonna finish.
Yeah, please.
We're gonna finish. Okay.
Just be careful. So that was just it for me. I don't think the dude, but like, I don't care. He did steroids, so what? I don't give a shit. But it was great.
I will show you. Go. We're gonna finish a couple minutes. Okay. Go do your 10 minutes of independent reading, and then I'll be over there. Okay.
We're coming, dude. Yeah, go ahead. Go.
And a pouch. That's the
Um,
problem with having goldfish in the house.
I know.
That's all he wants to eat.
Is Shohei Ohtani, or however it's spelled, really that good? I haven't watched baseball since the first Red Sox World Series. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's worth that much money, but it is what it is. And yeah, we're getting out of here. John Young's podcast, Unashamed Faith and Fitness. They're gonna go talk about God and fitness, I guess. Yeah. And Daniel is great. Yeah, he's super fun to chat with. So yeah, go do that. And then hopefully we'll have Outside the Box on the show on Saturday, and then we have the Real Matthew on Sunday. So we'll be Job. Okay. And then Sunday night, come talk dicks on OTV. What the fuck is OTV? You put that up for me.
Outside the Box.
Oh, I keep thinking that it's off-track betting, because that's what we use here to bet on horses and shit. Damn it. Okay, you're right. I was dumb. That's my dumbass. Oh, you'll be on? Okay, good. I'm gonna put up the thumbnail. That's awesome.
No, he said what on Sunday.
What? Then Sunday.
Oh wait, you both can come hang out with us on Saturday?
Are you gonna come hang out with us on Saturday, and then I'll come talk dicks with you on OTV? I thought you guys didn't want to do that though. I thought you guys wanted to just talk about like sports stuff.
I was gonna say fitness.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh, you'll be there Saturday? Cool.
Oh, good. Cool. Fire. Bernie, what's up, dude? It's coming across the news services now. Glitton Things and Friends help former President Biden find a home. God. Did sound like that, right? A little bit. Yikes. Oh God.
What sounded like that? I missed
Well,
it.
there's a book coming out right now, right, Bernie? Some staffers writing a book about the real shit that happened during, like, Clooney really had no idea that he was like as decayed as that until they had the dinner or
Oh
whatever. I don't know.
man.
It's weird that shit's coming out soon, but
Oh jeez.
yeah, the old man walking lost. Yeah, that was really sad. So
Yeah.
the Biden thing's really sad too. That was elder abuse. Anyway, so
Oh, okay, I get that now. Sorry, I like went right over my
what, the dude walking out? Yeah, that's what Bernie means. Yeah, like no, we didn't
Wait,
find.
hold on, that like went all the way over my
We didn't find Biden. We really didn't find Biden.
Sorry, I was totally like
No, but whatever that book is gonna make Jill Biden pissed all the way off. So it's all.
Hi Ken, good
Hey,
evening.
what's
You
up,
know
Ken?
you're up. No, we did not know that we are up against JR in a syndicate review right now. They're on live right now.
We're always up against somebody. There's no way. There's no space.
Oh, Spin, because Spin wasn't on yesterday. That's right.
Oh shoot. Whatever. We're hanging
Yeah.
out. But good for them. I love Spin. That's where I get
That's a really good thumbnail too. Whoever did that.
I always get all my CrossFit news from over there. Oh, yo, and then Sunday the 24th, we're going on Sevon's podcast with Joe Ellis. So that'll be a great conversation. I'm looking forward to that. Bernie again, and it's all coming out. Yeah.
Thanks, Meg.
But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. We just wanted to we're gonna be on all weekend, so we wanted to come hang out quick. And
are we regular now on Sundays? Is that usually when
we're not regular anywhere? We're not. Our periods aren't regular. We're not regular. Like, our emotions aren't regular. Jeremy told us that. Like, it's fine. It's cool. Clock, what's up? What about Clooney? A fun story out there is that Clooney had no clue Biden was so far gone until Biden couldn't remember who he was. Really, dude? That's what it took? Yeah, that was at the whatever the fundraiser was. They threw for Biden, and it was like Clooney and Julia Roberts, that picture with them, all of them.
Yeah.
And then Biden was going up to Clooney, and one of Biden's aides had to be like, yo, that's George, George, whatever. He's like, yeah, I know George. And then Clooney was like, how do you not? He knew. Clooney knew. I don't for 2 seconds think Clooney didn't know how jacked up Biden was, or how, like, his cognitive ability at the time.
Do you think that
they knew? They fucking knew.
Oh, you do think that?
Yeah,
they knew?
that was bullshit. I think it's just because it looked so bad. Like, that was around the time where he was falling all the time. All of a sudden, those pictures started coming out on the internet.
And he was on the stages and legit looked lost.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I absolutely think that they knew, like, fuck that. So I think Clooney is bullshit. Oh, I didn't know until, we were at the dinner. Like, dude, you knew. Get out of here.
Yeah.
We all fucking knew. Yeah, Megan, they knew. Yeah. Seema, love this show, love the topics, and love the caller. This show is fire. Thank you, Seema. We love you, girl. And hey, girl, like, listen, let me thank you too for being one of the first people to come on the show and help us test out all the stuff. So I really appreciate it.
Yes, Meg did ask, and I didn't answer because I wasn't sure if you were coming on today or tomorrow. So
yeah, we never know, guys. Like, honestly, the ones that we schedule, like, we're definitely going on, but some of these, like, little pop-up ones, we never know. So
yeah.
Yeah, Bernie, they all knew. I feel the same way. And we didn't even, like, I want to talk about the Diddy trial tonight too. We didn't even get to that. So we'll probably have to do that with the boys on Saturday.
Yeah.
But
yeah, these shows, when it's just her and I,
we'll
always be surprise pop-up shows. If we have our guests, obviously we'll schedule those and put those up or whatever, but just trying to figure out his schedule.
Yeah.
His G's schedule is
crazy,
is week to week, and
gray hair Diddy. Outside the box. Oh, goody. Sorry. I gotta ask, bro. I gotta ask. But I mean, we still have a whole freaking Instagram full of shit to pull up.
Oh my gosh.
And the latest one that you just sent me with the freaking vacuum cleaner.
Oh, the one that I sent?
Yeah.
Okay,
dude,
so I
like,
need to show this one today.
Good
so
Lord. No, Saturday. Don't do it. We gotta go. Let's get out of here. No. Go repent for watching this show. Go over to Unashamed Faith and Fitness and get some God Jesus talk. And thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Wait, Jan, before you go, that was a good one. That was a good reel that I sent. Pull it up. See, it was good. It was so good.
No, wait till Saturday. Yeah, Kenneth, wait till Saturday. Yep.
And the worst part was I wasn't gonna send it.
But it was amazing.
I wasn't gonna send it, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just send it." And I sent it. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm sending this."
Yeah, go get caught up on CrossFit news on Spin, and then go over and repent for hanging out with us tonight. And we'll see y'all on Saturday and do it all again.
Jeremy, I don't think so. Send it to us. I don't think I saw that one.
I'm not saying that yet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. Okay. All right.
All right. Bye, guys. It was
Deuces.
fun. See ya. Bye.